So I was going into it with a fairly severe handicap, and decided with coach Tommy Hafey and the other selectors that I would play, and I had to take responsibility for that decision to play, and it was a very poor performance from me personally in that game, and you know, I don't remember it fondly, although it was a great performance, I think, by the team, even though that team didn't win.
It's Sheldon who's just on. Dacos on to Picken. And towards Ray Shaw. Moore says, leave it, off his chest. Perovic, grabbed by Moore. Ray Shaw puts his head down. Moore tries to trap it. Hunter a little half-distance kick to Sheldon. Good tackle under pressure. Barham comes through, taps it onto Stewart, onto Tony Shaw. Tony Shaw onto Dacos. Hunter coming in. Dacos fires. It's curving. Great goal. Great teamwork by Collingwood. Capped off by a fine left-foot goal.
You know, Collingwood is always something special, and it's something special to me. Any player that plays for Collingwood and that's their first club, always a part of your heart is always a Collingwood player, and it was a great personal tragedy when I made the decision to leave, and it was something that I regret, because Collingwood is such a fantastic institution in league football and in football in Australia for that matter. It's the most powerful club, it's the most emotionally bound up club, in the sense that people either love the club or hate it, and the people that do support the club you know, are almost pathological in their love for the club and the desire to see the club succeed.
Gets his pace away from Malin, runs into half forward, down towards Peter Moore this time. The big fella goes up. Williams off the pack, a snap, a goal! Collingwood's first after 6 minutes of play.
Forward, Dacos and Hunter. English the spoil. Down to Kink in front. Barham offers the lead. Good football, Ricky Barham. Pops it over the head of Dool. Moore one-on-one, but it's over their heads for a goal by Ricky Barham.
One thing that highlights our great tradition is the way the Guernsey's been handed down throughout the generations. My grandfather, Charlie Panham Sr., captained Collingwood, so did my Uncle Albie, and I was the third generation of my family to captain the Magpies. No other league club has even had a father and son captain their side, much less a father, son and grandson. The Toomeys are another family that has spanned 3 generations at Collingwood. Bill Jr. had enormous talent, and he was a chip off the old block for sure.
Back in 1918, the Toomey name started at Collingwood. Bill Toomey Sr., as he was to become known as, started on the wing here on the Victoria Park Oval. He came from Heidelberg. I think a couple of guys just went out one day and said, listen, you've got a pair of football boots, we'd like you to come down and have a run at Collingwood. My father, he was also a great runner in those days, as he went on to win a store gift in 1924, and he was ran second in 1919. So the 5 or 6 years he was here at Collingwood, he was a very fast type of footballer, but he probably became a little bit unpopular with the coach of the day in those days, Jock McHale, because he left when he was at 22 years of age, probably right at the pinnacle of setting off on a great career. He went to Stawell and played at Stawell. He married a girl up there, Rose Lovett, and she bore 4 sons, and 3 of them were to play here at Collingwood. So I guess that's where the Toomey tradition came, that 3 sons actually followed on in their father's footsteps. Then, of course, 1953, the great thrill was that we all played in the 1953 Collingwood Premiership together. We've got another Toomey now, the 5th Toomey. It's, his name's David. You'd probably know him probably just as much as you know us.
We've had heaps of fathers and sons playing for Collingwood, 25 sets of them, in fact. What's more, we've had 40 sets of brothers. That's right, 40 sets of brothers. Sometimes as many as 4 of them, like the Roses, and the latest, well, the Shaw brothers. Ray captained Collingwood in 1979 and 1980. Tony won the Copeland Trophy in 1984. And Neville is just starting to make his mark as a nuggety utility player.
Since I started my career at Collingwood, the word tradition has been bandied around a lot. One tradition is the Collingwood players, brothers who have played for Collingwood. I've played with Ray, my older brother, and at the moment Neville plays for Collingwood. I think tradition nowadays with the selling and buying of so many players from different clubs has taken a bit of beating over the years, but since I came to Collingwood, there's one thing that's always stood out in my mind, and that was just the jumper.
Collingwood Barrackers are not content to rest on past laurels. The only thing that really matters is when the next premiership will be won.
One of the more frequent questions you get from Collingwood supporters, what does it take to win a flag and when will the next one be? I've played in 2 losing grand final sides, which I've not really wrapped in. I think you have to have a definite hate for losing. I think at the moment we haven't got that at the club, and I've always been one who, whatever sport I tried to play, I really hated losing. Even if it was a relaxing sport, I still hated losing. I think if you have that in the 20 players on the day, that's what wins grand finals.
Good old Collingwood forever. We know how to
From the outer flank, Wayne Richardson shot as high as a 50-yard goal.
Close to 65 metres out from goal. A high one looking for a double back. Pickens pulling back George Texas. Pickens 13th kick. The centre half forward. Someone's marking power there for Collingwood. Kick to the side. Gave away free kick. Oh, he should have been penalised. Barham, goal! Unbelievable umpiring. Second goal.
When it's all said and done,
Dacos, beautiful hand pass on to Tony Shaw.
It's Collingwood.
Taylor lines up and snaps.
Good old Collingwood forever. We know how to play the game. Side by side we stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. Hear the Barrackers are shouting, as all Barrackers should. There is just one team we favour, and that's good old Collingwood. Good old Collingwood forever. We know how to play the game. Side by side we stick together to uphold the Magpies' name. Yeah, the Barrackers are shouting, as all Barrackers should. There is just one team we favour, and that's good old Collingwood. There is just one team we favour, and that's good old Collingwood.
Dedication has always been a key ingredient in Collingwood's success story, and is needed again.
No height there for Carlton, and McCormack takes the mark for Collingwood.
Out it goes wide to McEwen. McEwen punches and follows on brilliantly. Well played, young man. Picks it up nicely on the half-back flank. He goes again, and that was brilliant football.
Ralph leads with McCormack, long way from goal. McCormack, well played. Brilliant football, Peter McCormack. A full forward turn, full back. Oh, Meldrum's hand pass to Phillips. Now it's open for Collingwood. Wide in the open is Brown. Short pass is good. Nest of Collingwood players. Chance for Neville Shaw. Pops it out for Richardson. Open goal for Richardson. The Magpies back in front.
Banks fights well, turns and twists and left puts it to Gary Shaw. Gary Shaw will give it across, and it's a great pass.
That's for Fellows. Goes to the front. Dacos. Beauty.
Derek Shaw punched out wide, and here comes Mullane. He beats McConville. Steadies and sends him into attack again as the dangerous Dacos. In front, here comes Richardson. Left foot snap for goal. Beats Reed. Left foot snap this time. They're the two danger. And he's coming in for his 12th kick from the angle. Beautiful. Oh, what a magnificent kick. And Michael Richardson is really loving it. Across to right, look out, you're in trouble. Oh, brilliant interception. Mullane will kick a goal. That was beautiful. And he does it.
Away from Edwards, which doesn't necessarily indicate Banks!
As the great Fons Kane once said, today I want you to bleed for Collingwood.